Sledz from Believe Land Media. I am here at Windham High School for the Windham Bombers 2023 football preview. I'll be talking to some of their key players for the 2023 season, as well as head coach Jace Heil. Right here at the Windham football preview with Jace Heil. How you doing, Jack?
Good, how are you?
Good. So camp's underway. How are things going for you so far?
Pretty good. Second day back for me. I just got cleared from my hip injury. It's going pretty good.
So how did the off season and how's the camp going so far? Anything you're working on in particular to kind of elevate your game this year?
Really, right now, I'm just trying to strengthen my hip, get that back up to where it needs to be. So I'm 100% when it comes first scrimmage for me, and just hitting the weight room big time. So it's been a big off season for me.
So what are you going to be playing on offense this year?
Tailback.
So got the big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Your brother Chase.
Yep.
How's that going for you?
It was pretty good. It's definitely different not having him on the field with me, but you got to adjust to what you can and get used to it.
But he will be on the field as a coach, though. So
yeah,
how's that going to work for you?
I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
He's definitely there for the motivational support, not like the physical support,
right.
Obviously, but yeah, I think it'll be all right.
So do you have any goals, personal goals you've set for yourself for this season?
Compare my rushing yards to Chase's and try and be the better player. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. And then what do you think you guys need to do as a team this year to kind of get over the hump and get a winning record for 2023?
Just stay together, keep the attitudes where they need to be, and put it all on the field.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
We're at the Windham football preview with Carlos Bruton. How you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing good.
How's the off season and training camp been going for you so far?
We've been doing good. We're working very hard for the season, and I'm trying to go undefeated this year. So.
There you go. I know you played running back last year,
yeah.
So obviously you guys had Jace Heil last year, so big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to go for you guys this year out of the backfield?
I think we'll do great. We have a lot of potential, so we should see big things from this year.
How about defensively? You worked on anything there to improve your game on defense?
Yeah, our coverages mainly, because we used to get a lot of confused with them. But at our scrimmage, the coaches said that we surprised them on our defense, so that should be good too.
All right. How about any personal goals for yourself this season?
Well, Jake's pressuring me saying you better get 1,000 yards this year, so that and talking more out on the field as a team.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, and how about as far as the team goes, what do you think you guys need to do as a team to get over the hump and get a winning record for this season?
We need to communicate more together, and when someone makes a bad play, don't just jump on their backs and say, you did that bad. They obviously know. You got to help them up. So that's what we got to do better.
All right, good to hear. I appreciate you taking time.
Thank you.
We're at the Windham football preview with Jace Heil. How you doing, Jace?
Good. What about you?
Doing good. How's camp and off-season going for you so far?
It's going pretty good. I've been in the weight room most of the time, just trying to get bigger and stronger. Besides that, just same thing, different day.
So that's the biggest thing you've worked on this off-season is just gaining some extra
Gaining
muscle.
some extra muscle mass and just overall trying to get stronger. It's my main priority right now.
Okay. You've set any personal goals for yourself this season?
Yeah, and that's just finish out the season strong, and I want everything to be a dogfight and have a good time, dude. I mean, this is my last year, so
right.
I mean, I couldn't ask for much more.
Is that yours?
Just it's fun being out here and living the life, man.
There you go. As far as team-wise, what do you think you guys need to do to take that next step this year and become a winner?
So I think we just really need to stick together and not put faults on other people, like not point fingers at anybody and be like, that's your fault and stuff. I think we just really need to stick together and pick each other up at the end, We can't just be sitting there mad at each other the whole time, and nothing will get solved like that. If we can sit there and pick each other up over the course of the season, and I think we could do pretty damn good.
That's the exact same thing Carlos said, so that's a good thing you guys are on the same page.
Yeah. I think that's all we really got to work on is just sticking together and stuff.
All right. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk with me.
That's no problem.
Thanks a lot.
Who's the flat? Flats. Ball fake to the throwback. Backside post. You're climbing. If this guy comes hard, you kick him out. If he stays in the line, you can right up on him. So fit him in the line. He's going to try to do this. Hey, what do you have? Right up here. Same form. Hey, like that. Gordon, you need to fix the snap. Snap is terrible. Hey, like that. Get him, kick him out. Gotta be looking, step forward. Gotta be looking for this guy. Hey, like that. Oh, I got you. Oh. Hey, like that.
Nope. You got to open right to it.
There you go. Come and get it. Hard. That's better. There you go. That's better. Yeah.
The Windham football preview with Bombers head coach Jake Heil. How you doing, Jake?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. How's the off season and camp gone so far?
It's gone well. Obviously, we started early spring lifting. Heated it up in July. A lot of kids out, 30 kids in July, so we're excited about that. It's always good. Small school numbers have been an issue for us in the past. Don't feel like that's going to be an issue for us this year. We're hoping that we're beyond that. So we've added some new guys. Guys have come out that haven't played in the past. So we're excited about the numbers.
So you mentioned the bigger numbers and some new guys coming in. You got a couple kids actually transfer back to Windham,
Yes.
and then some kids sign up that didn't play last year. So what do you think came to that conclusion for them to come back?
I just think the type of season we had last year with the leadership that we had, I felt like some of those kids that didn't play last year wanted to be a part of that. Now, obviously, with some of the kids that have come back to Windham, Dylan McCune was at LeBray last year. He is now back. Kayshawn Scales was at Ravenna. He's now back. Jace Heil was unable to play last year, and he's a big key to what we're going to do this year, so he's back. So, again, we got some key guys back, and we're excited about that.
All right, so offensively, you've lost a couple skill players, one you know pretty well in Chase,
Yeah.
who was your leading passer and rusher last year, and Lucas Churchill was your top receiver. Who are some of the guys we're going to see step up in those skill positions this season?
Well, from a skill position standpoint, I feel like we're still pretty solid. Jack's a junior. Jack Guy's a junior. We look for big things from him this year. He's a lot bigger, a lot stronger, faster. He's one of our guys. Carlos Bruton, we saw what he could do last year. Very dynamic in the open field, hard to tackle. And Jaquan Smith, who has not played in our 3 spot or our fullback spot, but we feel like, with the way he has come along for us, we feel like he could best fit us in that position. Now we're not looking to replace guys like Chase and Lucas and Wyatt and Zach Turk and those guys, but we feel like we have our own identity, and we're going to move forward with that.
How about the defensive side of the ball? How are you looking there?
So up front, I think, again, we have much more depth this year up front. Last year we were 1 for 1. There were no subs. This year we have more depth, more size. We're a year bigger, stronger, smarter. Our secondary we need to keep working on. We feel like that's probably going to be one of our weak points in the secondary. But we're getting better each day. We do feel that up front is going to be our strength. Like I said, I think we have good size, we have good athleticism up front. So we're excited about what we can do as far as stopping the run.
Okay. What do you think your biggest challenge will be this season?
From a game standpoint, our non-conference schedule, I feel like it's going to be pretty tough. And in our conference, there's some parity there, although I feel like Pie Valley has kind of taken a step ahead of everybody. I think that they're going to be one to reckon with this year. Matthews is going to be solid. All them teams in our league are going to be solid. We just want to compete week in and week out, continue to get better and build on from what we had last year.
Okay. So last season you were 4-6. What do you think you guys need to do this year to get over the hump and get a winning record?
So, as funny as this may sound, and I say this a lot, especially in the last 3 or 4 years, one of our goals is to play 10 games. And last year we were unable to play a 10-game season traditionally. We ended up playing 10 games with the playoff game. Mm-hmm. So one of our goals is to play 10 games. And after that, sure, we want to have a successful season. We want to go 500 or better. We want to compete for a league. Everybody wants to do those things. But first and foremost for us, we want to stay healthy. We want to play a 10-game schedule and go from there.
All right. I appreciate it, and good luck this season.
Appreciate you. Thank you.